Hey creatures, the 13th floor panel is just about to start.
While recording of this presentation is allowed, please welcome to the stage Director of Special Projects at 13th Floor Entertainment Group, Brett Bertolino. Senior Regional Manager at 13th Floor Entertainment Group, Amy Holloman. Creator of Delusion and Director of Immersive Entertainment at 13th Floor Entertainment Group, John Braver. Creator of the Los Angeles Haunted Hayride and producer at 13th Floor Entertainment Group, Melissa Carbone. CEO and founding partner of 13th Floor Entertainment Group, Chris Stafford. And your host for this afternoon's presentation, actor, producer, and director, Fiona Renee.
Packed house! What is up in Summer Scream? Let's go! Welcome to the 13th Floor Entertainment Group panel. We've got a lot of updates for you guys. I'm very stoked as a fan myself. You may or may not know me. You can see me on shows such as Tracker, Lincoln Lawyer. I know you did last summer, many others. But before I was a TV actor, and in my heart of hearts, I've always been a haunt girl to the end. Are you with me? Spooky season, let's go. So, all right, let's get comfortable. We got a lot of updates. We got a lot of stuff we're going to talk about, so we'll get to it. Welcome, 13th Floor Entertainment Group. How are we doing?
Feeling
We're
good.
feeling good? Okay, let's get to it.
So we're excited. You heard Chris say we're moving to a new location. Moving to South Coast Botanic Gardens, not too far, about a half an hour from here in Palos Verdes. We're really excited about this venue. So, I love history, if you don't know me. I'll tell you a little bit about this space. Back in the early 1900s, South Coast Botanic Gardens was a mine for diatomaceous earth. That is a white chalky substance that can be used for many industrial things. I'm not a chemist, I know some type of bug repellent, but it's very valuable and it naturally was here. So it was mined and there started being these huge pits in this area because of the mining. In about 1951, the mine closed down and it became a sanitary landfill because you have these giant pits of land, right? So starting putting trash into these pits. These pits became mounds. In about 1961, the people in this community wanted to really beautify and reclaim this land. So they started planting plants there to beautify it instead of having huge trash heaps in their backyard. It became official botanic garden in 1961, where they started planting 40,000 trees. And today, it's open as a botanic garden with over 200,000 plants. This is a vast space with hills and valleys, and we think it's a perfect location for us to take our awesome displays and add 10,000 pumpkins in the area here. And we're really excited about it. And you just imagine, if you came to Whittier Narrows last year and saw the show, you probably know we have a lot of hand-carved pumpkins, all different themes. Like it could be something like vintage Halloween. It could be massive dinosaurs, under the sea, all different types of themes. But now you're gonna take that and walk past these beautiful plants and there's this display like hidden amongst the trees. So we really think this will feel immersive. And as you're walking into this experience under the giant banyans that cover paths, we're going to be using some new lights and technology to really feel like it's immersive. And that's why we're calling a new element of this event the Enchanted Hollow. So we're pretty excited about that. I think that this event for me I love intense, scary Halloween, but this is a beautiful palate cleanser. So I go on I have to go there for work, obviously, but go there on a night where you want Halloween, you want that cozy feeling when you like get some cider and cozy up, but you get to walk through this space. And last year it was about a half mile.
Yeah.
This year it's double that. It's a mile long. So
Wear your
really,
pedometer.
like
You're
this,
getting your steps.
I can't think of a better location for this, and everyone on our team, from the artists who carve the pumpkins to people who load in the shows and plan it, we're just really stoked. So I won't even know how awesome it's going to be till it's totally
Until
done.
you're in the midst of it.
That's a very cool space, so we're really excited to be working with that garden.
Amazing. Amy, thank you. I feel like I'm with you on that. Tell me if I'm wrong, but Halloween, we obviously, the horror, we like the scares, we want the blood, we want the gore, but to like get started in the spooky season with like a little cup of cider, a little hot chalky, a cute and cool night, everyone's wearing their cute little Halloween clothes, that's the night to do it.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Absolutely, yeah. And we'll still have, we have a fun zone, so if you come with families, or if you're an adult who likes inflatables, we have pumpkin
Yes.
bounce pad, we have a giant slide that you go down, we have s'mores, lots of different food and beverage
You guys,
options.
the s'mores, not only do they have s'mores, but you like cook them
Yeah, you
there.
can cook them yourself.
With a
Yeah.
little fire and on the stick, and
Yeah.
you do the whole thing.
It's gonna be awesome. Very excited
Magical,
about it.
magical. Okay, that is Magic of the Jack-O-Lanterns. I'm very excited. And for those of you who are like wanting to take photos, I mean, now we're in a generation where it's like, give us the Instagram. Give us the photo ops. This is the place to take the photo ops, you guys. It's a night of photo ops, so I can't wait to be there. Okay, cool. Well, now I want to do a little bit of a 180 turn here. Let's get to the gory juice. Let's go to the world of Delusion. Let's go. Yeah, you heard that. Hello, John Braver. How are we doing? What are we doing? Where are we?
You don't know where we are?
I have no idea.
I don't know where we are. We're with fans. We're with the people who love Delusion
Yes,
for so
yes,
many years.
Yes. And with Delusion, are we going to be, last year we were at the Stimson House. Who rode the tricycle? Anyone? Anyone? I rode the tricycle. Yes, we got tricycle riders in the back. I see you in the back. Yeah, we had a great time. So where are we going to be this year?
Oh, this year is insane. I can't believe we got this place, but it's a storied venue in downtown LA. Some of you might know about it. It's called the Variety Arts Theater. Anybody know where that is? Yes. A long time ago, I think Blumhouse had their thing there, The Purge or whatever. And this is, as you can see here, an unbelievable location. Multi-stories. We have 5 stories, we have elevators. It's quite haunted, and it serves the purpose of this year's story quite well. It's a place I've had my eye on for a while. I've actually shot a couple movies there in the past, and but it's still a gutted, terrifying, beautiful place. Very close to everything, so that's a big plus for everybody here, I imagine.
Okay, and how would you say that this new show is going to compare to previous shows?
Well, every year has a different story, which has been an incredible feat, and being able to pull this team together to actually realize the new stories every year is quite a challenge, but like a wonderful challenge. So every year, you know, we have these different venues. Some years we've been able to be in the same venue, like at Phillips Estate a while ago. We were there for 3 years, but once this place came along, that's our biggest change, besides the story that we'll get into in a moment, but is this location and the set pieces that we're going to build within there. Again, I'll dig into the story a little bit later, but that's the big change. And also, we have an incredible lounge this year. We've been wanting to do like up the lounge experience more and more every year, and now we have like 2 floors, and I'm excited that I always get into this old-timey music for Delusion when you're in the lounge, which is fun, you know, it's that kind of era, but I want to go in a different route, like something more in the lines of like Cocteau Twins and like stuff that vampires will listen to, just more of a really cool
Yes,
dance.
you got fans on that.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, like dance club kind of thing. Like this is gonna have high energy, so you're gonna love that part.
I love the lounge part is always my favorite, especially discovering those little Easter eggs and the little tiny things that you have hidden away.
That's always your favorite, more than the story?
Never. Come on, he's throwing
I'm
me under the
leaving.
bus,
See you
you
later.
guys. But I do love an Easter egg, and I also love, selfishly, I love all of the new merch every year. because it always goes back to the story of that year. And so you collect over the years all the different stories from each previous year.
Oh yeah, no, actually this is another quick announcement here. We've been very excited to finally, this is something we want to do for a long time. We actually have an online merch store, which is our first time ever, which has taken quite a while. So that's DelusionMerch.com, so you guys can go there now and grab stuff from previous years. And then the merch stuff we're gonna have at the venue is exclusive to that, so you gotta make sure you get your tickets and get to the lounge to get that exclusive stuff there.
Okay, so now that we've bubbled it up, now that we're all ready and ready to go, let's talk about the storyline. Let's talk about this new storyline. Are you guys ready for it? Yes! Thank you!
I think the person to my left, Amy, is much better at elaborating and getting excited about these things. I'm very excited about Harrowing of Hell, but Amy, you want to tell us a little bit of the synopsis here?
Of course I do, John.
Yes.
It's not like we rehearsed.
This makes my whole day.
Abandon all hope, ye who enter here. The famed inscription adorns the arched entryway leading into the belly of Pagan's Path. A supernatural cult that has taken the metaphors of Dante's Inferno far too literally, seducing followers through circles of hell as a necessary preparation for the afterlife. Devotees of the path claim to be conduits between worlds, venerable watchers over the gates of hell. To take the path is to endure a reflection of mortal weakness and sin. If one can survive, then paradise awaits.
Let's go! Who's taking the path?
Take the path.
I'm taking the path. I'm going to paradise. I can't wait to see what paradise entails.
Yeah, paradise can mean many things.
And honestly,
In John Braver's world, I'm terrified to see what paradise looks like.
I'm very, very excited, terrified with absolute delight. So every year, John, I feel like you up your game. There's more to do, there's more story. Where do you get your inspiration creating a new show every year?
Well, that's an interesting question. Sorry. There's a dock nearby, and there's a little guy named Manny Manners that I go to once a month, and you got to get there at 2:30 a.m. and he's the one that gives me the ideas. Like once a month, you got to get there, and he doles them out.
Only the 13th floor.
Loves Manny Manor.
Yeah. He speaks to me and gives me the ideas every once in a while. Well, I mean, I appreciate you saying that. I never think about it as like upping the game so much as like, what would I like to see, and what is this new venue that we have? And I read this story in high school, Dante's Inferno. Of course, I think a lot of you have read that, I assume, right?
Yes.
There's only a couple claps up there, but it's fine.
Because they made us read it in high school, and so we were all like, yeah. We'll read
I know, that's true. But then I have it in my collection, and I one day looked over and I saw it there, and I was like, oh, I kind of want to do something like this, something where people get to experience different circles of hell. And as I'm reading this story, I was thinking about the Delusion fans and how they're all wretched and sinful. No offense.
Yes,
in the most
we are.
beautiful way, like myself. And so it'd be fun to go on an adventure like that, sort of in a very cinematic kind of way. And that's what Delusion has been, more of the cinematic experience. So incredible. We're going back to some cool creatures and some cool stunts. And the team has been amazing this year. I brought in a good buddy, AJ Dana, who's over here, who's been helpful in creating the story as well too.
Woo!
So thank you, AJ. And getting the whole thing to flow and the intricacies of these incredible shows. Another shout out to Sati over there. Sati is the stage manager. She has helped make sure that everything moves as smooth as we can. And I could name off a lot more people, but that's how the story came about from finding the book again. And that was years ago. So
And appreciating the book again.
appreciating the book.
We love that.
And just realizing the circles of hell in such a different way. Like it's not what you might imagine. It's going to be it's very visceral. It's very interactive, as Delusion always is. So you got to make sure you wear good shoes and don't mind getting a little dirty.
Oh yeah,
As
we know.
usual.
We know. We've fallen down on our knees, ready to get up again. Thank you so much, John Braver. Thank you for Delusion, and we will be checking that out soon. Let's go. All right, so I want to move on to the next bit. We've got 13th floors brand new attraction, their newest attraction of this year. We've never seen before. Are you ready? Are you ready? Festival of Fright Nights at Winchester Mystery House. Have you guys seen this house? So I would like to welcome a special guest onto the stage. If we could have Walter Magnuson join us on the stage. We've got a partnership that we want to talk about, pretty please.
Hello, hello.
Walter, what's up, dude? Welcome.
How are you? I brought my own microphone from San Jose.
Oh yeah, and you got a
I always
cordless
travel
one?
with it. No.
We're all analog over here, corded up.
No, I can't be constrained by the wires.
We'll learn. Walter, thank you so much for coming.
My pleasure. It's amazing to be up here with you.
Look how many awesome people are here. You guys. I would like to talk with you, Walter, about Winchester and how this partnership happened.
We are so excited. You know, we've been open since 1923. And the first record of a nighttime event at the Mystery House was 1938, which was actually a Houdini seance with the widow Houdini trying to contact her husband. And
This is real.
This is real, absolutely.
True life, you guys.
Yeah, summer 1938. And the last 15, 20 years, our guests have really wanted a more theatrical experience, more story. And we've done a number of different activations, but we were so impressed by 13th Floor's, growing portfolio and the work they've done at Dark Harbor especially. So we started some conversations. We run in the same circles, and we're really, really excited to have Brett leading an amazingly talented team and taking it to the next level.
I love this. One thing about 13th Floor that I'm sure you guys have all noticed is that the production quality of their sets, wherever they are, is insane. So to have a location that already brings so much production quality to the store, I mean, Brett, I want to know, how did you guys make this happen? Are you able to edit the house? Are you adding things to the house? Does the house already do its job?
The house does the job. I mean,
Yes.
The house is like the Queen Mary, meaning that it's going to be the star of the show. If you've ever been to Winchester Mystery House, I think you're going to immediately fall in love with this massive, confusing maze of rooms, stairs to nowhere, doors to nowhere. So we are going to really capitalize on the existing architecture. And then, as you know, our team builds beautiful sets. And at a lot of our locations, sometimes you're seeing a real wall, a real room, and you can't tell what elements we've added. Have we extended that wall? Have we built something in that space? So we are going for authenticity at this event. And so we are really going to be the story will be drawn from the history of the mansion, and I think the scenes and sets that we do are intended to look like they've been there the entire time. So we're not trying to come in and build a carnival or other things like that. We are really being inspired by the history and all the stories that we're going to tell at Festival Fright Nights.
Walter, would you like to share a little bit more about what we've got in store?
Absolutely. We take it real serious being caretakers of the Winchester Mystery House, Sarah Winchester's masterwork. So when we bring in any partners, it's really important to us that they really respect the history. And I could not be just more pleased with Brett and his team and everyone at 13th Floor. They have come and they have found, and this is real, they have found nooks and crannies that we have never explored and that we have never had as part of a nighttime Halloween activation. So there are spaces of the house and the estate that will be activated as part of Festival Fright Nights that we have not done before. They take a great respect for the history, great respect for also our caretakers. We have such a great dedicated team. How many have been to Winchester Mystery House?
Yes.
We are only 5.5 hours away from here, which is our new tagline. So just know that.
It sounded so close to me.
You need to see it in print and then you get it. But we are
Listen to Dante's Inferno on the way.
So we could not be more excited. These are the perfect partners for us, and we're very engaged in the process as well. And I think you're going to be blown away at just areas of the estate that you're not going to know where you're at.
I'm personally so excited because I have not been to the Winchester Mystery House, and that
gosh.
is where I was on the website last night scrolling through crazy, not realizing how huge it was. So the fact that you said that there are nooks and crannies that you had never even explored before, new haunted spaces that we have yet to explore, I'm very, very excited about. And regarding the history, Brett, are you weaving the real life history into the stories that you guys are telling?
We are, so I don't want to give away too much of the story today because the story is something that's going to unravel around you when you're participating in this event. What I can tell you is we are setting Festival Fright Nights in 1924. It's 2 years after Sarah Winchester's death. There's a new owner of her beautiful mansion, Lanata Villa. We're not sure what the new owner's intentions are, but he is holding a masquerade, a Halloween masquerade, and it's Halloween night, 1924. And when you arrive on the property, we've been saying it, this is an entirely brand new Halloween event. So it's unlike anything that has happened on this property in the past. As Walter said, we've asked, can we use this space? Can we use this space? We're taking you down to the basement. We're taking you up to the 4th floor balconies. We're using the entire mansion. We're using the outbuildings. We're activating all the grounds. We're even expanding and taking our staff spaces and putting them outside the mansion footprint because we really look at Lanata Villa, this mansion estate, as this immersive experience. So when you step through the gates, you are part of Festival Fright Nights until you leave that mansion. And it's not just one attraction. It's called Festival Fright Nights because there's a variety of things to do as part of this experience. There are 3 main attractions. The first attraction is called the Masquerade of Shadows, and there's a Halloween masquerade happening. So that is going to be in the front part of the mansion. This is, like we said, exploring all parts of the mansion. So you're going up steps, down steps, really using all these nooks and crannies. Once you're done that experience, we take you outside. We're activating all these outbuildings. There's a really cool greenhouse on property. We're building some unique scenes and sets for that space. That attraction is called The Root of All Evil. And then the last attraction of the main attractions is called The Final Descent. And that's going to take you all the way deep down into one of the basements of the Winchester Mystery House. So as you experience these attractions, each attraction that you experience, you're going to learn a little bit more about the story, a little bit more about this mysterious owner and what he is doing on this property. There's even an opportunity each night. There will be a limited number of invitations to the Maestro's Masquerade Ball. So if you're lucky enough, you can be part of that masquerade every night. And if that is part of your experience, you'll come to the property and with cocktail in hand, you're going to walk through the front doors of the mansion to mix and mingle with spirits of all kinds. And that's going to be a really cool and unique experience. I don't think that you and your team have done anything like that in the past. And then you're going to be part of the show in a sense, and you're going to go right into that first attraction. So if you participate in that experience, you're going to learn another level of the story. And so that's why I don't want to give away too much of the story, because your experience will really depend on the attractions that you do at this event and kind of the characters that you interact with. So you'll get the story, but depending on how much you do and how much you participate will be how much of that story you actually get to understand and get to learn.
Amazing. Those are honestly my favorite kind of experiences because you can go multiple times and you'll have a completely different experience each time and you get more of the story every time you go. And I feel like almost all of 13th floor attractions are like that, where you go and you can bring one group of friends and then go again and bring another group of friends and still have an amazing time and have a different kind of time. So I'm very excited about that. I honestly cannot wait. It's giving Eyes Wide Shut vibes, you guys. Awesome. Well, thank you, Walter. Thank you for coming to meet with us. Thank you so much. Give it up for Walter Madison and Festival Fright Nights at the Winchester Mystery House. We're going to check you out this year. Thank you, Walter. Woo! I'm so excited. You guys are geeking out. Okay. I'm geeking out, but I have to keep it together because last but not least, last but not least, I'm not biased, but I might be a little biased that I have a bit of a fave. We're going to talk about the one attraction that is very near and dear to my heart, so much so that I will fly down, I will leave set I will fly down to Los Angeles and I will say, can I please come and play with you guys, because I am so stoked to be part of Midnight Falls. Let's talk about LA Haunted Hayride, you guys. Come on, Haunted Hayride! Yes, so Melissa, let's talk a little bit more about how we're in the 17th year.
Yeah, this will be year 17. Yeah, damn.
You guys, 17 years on that barrel of hay, going on the tractor. How has it evolved over the years?
Who's been to the hayride?
Everyone has been to the hayride.
Who has been in the first 10 years when it was a crop? Okay, and then who's been since it's in the new location? Okay, it's like half and half? Half and half, okay. Yeah, so we've evolved a lot. I mean, obviously
We've got photos too.
In 17 years, it's, it's nothing stays the same, right? But we, obviously it started on one side of Griffith Park. It's now on a new side of Griffith Park. It has grown massively in size. Storylines have run the gamut. We have our own town now, Midnight Falls. I mean, that's something to have your own town. That's quite an evolution. But it's been quite a journey in 17 years. And I think right now, this year, we're about to hit, I think, our next stride, and we're excited for some new things that we're going to talk about today.
Okay, so regarding the evolution, what are we looking towards this year? What are the updates that we're going to see?
So this year, I know the LA Haunted Hayride, the thing that makes us unique, right? Like that special piece of the hayride is our hayride. Right? It's the one thing you can't get anywhere else in LA. You can get mazes, you can get pumpkin patches, you can get lots of things, but you cannot get a hayride. In LA, it is impossible to find a place where we can put you in the dark at night and annihilate you. Right?
Safely, everyone leaves unscathed.
But we can do that at the hayride. So one of the things we're really focused on this year, I'm specifically focused on this year, is we're going to dial back some of that old, haunting, vintage hayride of the past. Things that you loved and got to know, and the things that made the hayride iconic. We're gonna bring some of those things back this year. We're gonna bring iconic scenes back that if you were in the first 10 years, if you went to the other side of Griffith and experienced the hayride at the old abandoned zoo, you will recognize these scenes. You will recognize these sounds. You will recognize characters, and it's going to be robust. A big piece of it, and I think this is what I'm the most excited about, in addition to some new, very pivotal and large scenes, is we have a vault. And I don't know if anybody knows this, but we have a vault of like 400 original musical score tracks from the first 10 years of the hayride. Like 400 tracks. So we've been spending this year diving deep into those tracks, and we're bringing a lot of that back. So the hayride is going to be louder, it's going to be darker, there's going to be characters that are going to leave you looking in your back seat when you leave. You're going to go home, you're going to fall asleep, and you're going to think about these characters. So we are actually we're going to haunt the shit out of you this year. This visually stunning, images that I think we're known for. We're gonna hit you with a lot of those this year. So if you think you knew what you were gonna experience on the hayride, I promise you do not know. So get to the hayride this year, because it's gonna be a good time.
Amy, you want to add on a little updates?
Yeah, you have no idea, like Melissa said.
Even she doesn't have any idea.
No, I mean, I think Melissa was getting me pretty excited when she was telling me the wagon's gonna stop.
So that is another big change this year, or another big, I guess, journey back to our past, is we used to do a lot of very cinematic stops with choreography and soundscaping, so detailed in fact that our soundscapes are choreographed to moves, to the moving of the head. the step of a foot, everything to sound. And so to do this, we need to stop the wagons and actually bring you through a whole ride, bring you through a whole experience.
Yes.
Bring you through a whole feeling, an arc. You know, we want to leave you and make you feel something. So we're doing a lot of that as well. Those stops on the trail are going to be fun. And the other thing they do is they take the tractor, and now the tractor also becomes a character. The wagon loaders are becoming a character. Everything now is going to be a character in the story of the Hayride Trail.
That's right, and even we're taking that outside of the Hayride Trail itself. We want to continue the immersion of Midnight Falls, so we are still going to have plenty of food and beverage, but instead of food trucks, you're going to see the stands set up as if they're part of this town, a continuation of Midnight Falls. Also something that's new and I'm pretty excited about is the Midnight Falls Cider Company. So this is going to be, they're moving into town, and it's going to be an immersive experience where you can get apple cider, a cider donut, and you walk through the mill. There's actually a small piece of it out in the lobby. You might have seen that coming to Hayride, part of the cider mill, where there'll be different photo ops. And I think
do we have donuts out there?
Yeah, cider, the
hell
hot cider donuts. They're so good, and it's just, again, it's like being in Griffith Park in the dark in Midnight Falls feels like you're going to like the East Coast, a little forest town. It's gonna feel so awesome, set in the 1980s. And we're also bringing back, last year we had an interactive theater experience, Madame Aurora's Seance, so that's coming back this year. And of course, you know, we have mini escape games, Jelly Ball, where you get to shoot the zombies, and axe throwing. So we want you to spend a whole night in Midnight Falls with us. So
I love that. You guys, I played Jelly Ball last year. I was not good at it. But the escape rooms, on the other hand, are a blast. I love an escape room. All of my people know that I'm obsessed, and the fact that you guys added those on, there's no way to get bored. There's no way to get tired. And even if you have a group of people where some people want to do one thing and other people want to do something else, go do your thing. There's plenty of stuff to do. And I love that vintage is having its moment right now. Like, vintage is having a moment, you guys, and we're here for it, right?
Yes, it's really nice to think you're back in a different time than where we are now.
Yes. Let's clap for that, you guys. Come on.
Right? I mean, that's what it's all about, you know. I don't know if you'll like that I do this, but recently in a meeting, our CEO, Chris, down here said, I was talking about things are tough right now in the world, and he said, yeah, that's why we're doing this. That's why we have to do this. And that entertainment is exactly what reminds us, like, why it's worth getting up every morning. Not necessarily changes in finances or politics, but entertainment also takes you out of these problems. And that's why when you come to Midnight Falls, you're safe. You're there for Halloween.
I'm bringing my hair crimper.
Bring it.
It's 80s. I'm ready.
Wear your onesie, whatever you want. But
yes.
You know, that's why we're doing this. So we want to do this for you guys. You know, we want you to have the best time. And we don't want you to worry about today's world.
Come on, you guys. Okay, so let's talk about, I could talk about the fall festivities all day. The cider I'm very stoked about, but let's talk about the juicy bits. Let's talk about scare mazes. Yes, scare mazes. That's what I want to talk about. So tell me, Melissa, what's in store for us?
So hopefully some of you experienced this last year, but Janelle Monáe is coming back. There she is. She was very enthusiastic about our partnership last year. If you came, chances are you probably saw her running around with chainsaws. We had chainsaw lessons, we had axe lessons. She was in the maze. You probably were scared by her and you don't even know it was her, but very passionate. So Monáe Manor is back. We are going to be partying in the manor all season long with Janelle and her party guests and her recording studio and all her music, and she will be there. So Monáe Manor is coming back. It's going to be a party.
Let's go. And also, trick-or-treating? And Hellbilly Hellscape?
Yeah, Hellbilly Halloween. So you know, we talked about the Hayride. We talked about Mooney's Manor. You know about Town Square, where it all goes down, right? In the middle of Midnight Falls. But down at the far end of the road at Midnight Falls is an old crickety house that lives the Jasper family. And the Jasper family, they're very friendly. They invite all their neighbors over for Halloween night. And they're inviting you too to a fancy dinner they've been preparing that will be made of you. They're cannibals, people. Yes. These cannibals, you walk into their house, you somehow get stuck in the depths of their basement. Hopefully you escape through this barn you see, where there's lots of chainsaws. But I was talking with the general manager, Jen Bendick, down here front row, and she was like, that chainsaw energy in Hellbilly Halloween, it's really good, but what if it came out of the house? So this year when we
Wait.
Chainsaws, you heard me. Every night when we open Los Angeles Haunted Hayride, just a little bit after opening, the denizens of the Jasper family will come out to Town Square with their chainsaws! Their chainsaws! Every night, bringing the chainsaws to the middle of Town Square! They're coming! They're gonna look for victims! They're gonna take you out of the store where you're buying awesome merchandise. You might be getting that cider, they're gonna drag you down to the house! And for Hellbilly Halloween, let me hear you!
I'm so pleased.
We got special permission for this chainsaw. Don't try this at home. But we're pretty revved up. So Hellbilly Halloween's gonna be awesome this year. And of course, I couldn't miss telling you about our classic Trick or Treat.
Yes.
We've been talking about vintage Halloween. Well, you may have seen right down on the show floor a new house. That house is for sale. And it's in Midnight Falls, and so there's going to be a new resident this year. So we're pretty excited about that. But I should also probably tell you, Monty Revolta is back. And he's going to be doing 2 shows a night exclusively at the Los Angeles Haunted Hayride.
Exclusively? Exclusively?
Yeah, just like
Let's hear it for Monty Revolta, everybody! Welcome!
They know who I am. Greetings, Timu Halloween Comic-Con. It's me, the late Monty Revolta, star of the Monty Revolta Show. Hold for applause. Hold for applause. 13th floor. You really did it this time. I didn't agree to come back this season. No, I didn't. You should have waited in the car like I told you. Matter of fact, I was reading through the new issue of Midnight Falls Real Estate Magazine. Horrible read, by the way. And I found that my house is listed for sale. You can boo. You can boo louder. Are you booing at me or them? I'm not quite sure. Well, I have proof of this. Minimum wage DJ in the back. Can you please show the first slide? Wrong slide, dummy. There it is, for sale. Yeah. He was just tying it all together, too. And it gets worse. Not only that, I found out that the official Monty Revolta stage is in foreclosure. Show 'em! Ridiculous! So you know what? Here's the exclusive for you. I, the late Monty Revolta, star of the Monty Revolta Show, will not be performing at the Los Angeles Haunted Hayride this season. Don't blame me, blame them. There's nothing you can do. There's nothing to get me back. So I know you're asking, if I'm not there, then whom might be moving into Midnight Falls? Anyone know who? Hello, darling.
Let's give it up, my friends, for the one, the only, Cassandra Peterson!
Oh my God!
Elvira, Mistress of the Dark is moving into Midnight Falls. Well, it seems my calendar is cleared up a little bit. I will also see you in Midnight Falls. See you later, you nerds.
Thank you.
It's Monty.
Just drop by bags at the your former residence, okay? Whatever.
Yes, my queen.
Give it up for Monty Revolta! Cassandra Peterson! Cassandra, I'm trying not to fangirl out right now. I just want to talk to you gal to gal, but man, my heart's a beating. If you guys are here with me, you know I'm shaking my boots.
Your hearts are beating?
My hearts are all of them, every stomach, every heart. So I can't believe that this partnership came together.
No, I know. I am so freaking excited about being part of 13th Floor. I mean,
and being in Midnight Falls?
Yes, especially being in Midnight Falls.
So I heard from a little birdie that maybe we'll be hearing your voice around town.
You might. Elvira is participating in quite a bit of the Hayride this year. She'll be popping out all over. You might be surprised.
And you did a voiceover?
I did voiceovers. I did, oh my gosh, there's all kinds of involvement all throughout the park, telling the story as it goes along.
Yeah, it's been incredible to work with Cassandra and her team. We had a great introduction actually from David Markland at Midsummer Scream actually.
Thank you.
Yeah, and so I remember getting on the phone with Scott, Cassandra's manager, and just kind of brainstorming on what could we do, and there was just a lot of natural synergy that was created because, as we've talked about with Midnight Falls, it's a town that's trapped in the 1980s. Every night is Halloween, and it's the annual Halloween festival, and what's cool about it is if you've been there and you've interacted with the characters, you'll know that it's a lot about horror comedy as well. So there was just a natural synergy bringing the Elvira brand together to the LA Hayride, and we're going to see a lot of different overlays. You know, I'm not sure who's covering all of those, but we're super excited to be working together, and I think you guys are going to have a blast.
And are we gonna get some Elvira merch that's specifically?
Are we gonna get merch? There is merch at the wazoo. I gotta tell you, there is exclusive Elvira merchandise that you can get nowhere else, and that'll be not only at the Hayride, but all over the country at all the different venues. But you know what I'm really excited about the Hayride? I went there a million years ago, like when I was just a little child. Okay, actually I was 50. And I was so excited because it was in my hometown, Hollywood, basically, you know, right there on the border. And it was just one of the most fun, exciting experiences I've had in a spooky place, you know. And I mean, it was fun, it was funny, it was exciting, it was scary, and you got to sit down. You
got to get scared while sitting.
Yes, scared while sitting. I had never had so much fun when I wasn't laying down. No, it was really exciting. So finally it's come full circle, and I'm a part of it, and Elvira's brand and face will be stamped all over the damn.
Let's go. Melissa, are we gonna, how does that tie into the trick or treat maze?
So obviously, I mean, you've probably at this point seen the house on the show floor. So that house will be in Trick or Treat, and all of Elvira, Mistress of the Dark Mayhem, will be marinating in Trick or Treat. So it will be the energy of Elvira everywhere. You'll see silhouettes of her. You'll hear her voice. You'll feel her energy all over the place. Without trying to give all of it away, it's going to be quite the Elvira world in Trick or Treat.
You might even see Cassandra Peterson there, you never know.
In person.
We can hope.
The mistress in person herself in Midnight Falls.
Yes, in
My
addition.
hometown.
Yeah, in addition to the Trick or Treat maze, though, she's also taking over MFAM radio as our DJ. Yes, our scary go round is now it's going to be Gonk's scary go round.
That's one of my favorite things, yeah. Go round.
Yeah, there's a ton of nuances. I mean, the devil is in the detail, and the details are going to be very Elvira-esque and centric this year. So it's going to be a blast.
Let's give it up for 13th floor, marinated in Elvira. Thank you so much
You're
for
welcome.
joining us.
Thank you, and I look forward to seeing all of you out there.
We are honored to be greeted by the mistress herself. All right, let's thank our panelists for coming out here, giving us the update of the 13th floor entertainment group. Let's thank our special guest, Walter Magnuson, Cassandra Peterson, and Monty Revolta himself. And thank you for coming out here and spending the time with us today.
So those were all the exciting new announcements for 13th floor. Let us know what you're most excited about in the comments.